Hello there. Yes, it's incredible, isn't it, that that Wirinth guy was playing Slay the Princess just like I am. Another Wirinth guy. How are you doing today, Baldy? I've got more Slay the Princess to play. The definitely sane princess. Hopefully everything's at a decent volume. Oh, sorry, no. That Wirinth dude was playing Slap the Princess. Whatever that means.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
As you can tell, we're just going to jump straight into it.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Do I get some sort of reward for doing
Yes,
this?
but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Tired and fell behind at work. Oh, yeah. Twitch friendly slay. I think you can say slay. Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me what to
Don't
do.
mention it. It's all part of the job. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Okay. I don't know. I can't remember the different paths I've
The
taken
interior
now.
of the
It's
cabin
been
is
so
almost
long.
entirely bare.
A whole week.
The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Ah, so you are being given a fairly challenging task then.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Right. I'm going to take the
You take
knife.
the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Let's enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour.
I'm letting the narration play out for at least this first run, because it has been a week.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. Good. You're still listening to reason.
Continue down.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
No, no. I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Had to build 6 pillars and put an undercoat. But everything was just not going perfectly. Yeah, if it all went perfect and you had a couple more hours, you probably would have done it, yeah. Yeah, that's how it goes though sometimes, isn't it? You just can't get everything to go your way. It's unfortunate, but yeah. These things happen. do a big old complete all on the requests and disable the song requests. Because those won't work at the moment. I'm going to tighten my grip.
Ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right?
Oh shit. I keep right-clicking by accident and that brings up the save menu. And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
But you know what it not getting done sounds like to me? Skill issue?
She's unarmed. If you hesitate
Not
now,
a you
it'll be too
problem.
late.
Fair enough.
End this.
What if she isn't bluffing? What if she kills
Go
us?
into this expecting to die. You're going to die.
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
I'm not dropping the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Or a problem for future you. You haven't figured out yet. Fine. Then I guess we're at an impasse.
I guess we are.
For the love of everything, just slay her already. Or drop the blade. Do something.
Are you sure you don't want to talk?
Yeah, I'm sure.
For goodness sake, the two of you can't just stand around like this forever. Eventually, something is going to give, and I highly recommend that you be the one to take the initiative here.
How's Wereth today? A lot more awake than yesterday, that's for sure. I mean, I already know that going to slay the princess isn't going to work. But let's try it.
You charge the princess, blade trembling in your hand, but you've already lost the battle. She casually sidesteps your thrust before knocking you to the ground with a single blow from her elbow.
We should have hesitated.
But she doesn't stop there. She kicks you a few times for good measure, the pointed tip of her shoes feeling like a pickaxe against your fracturing bones, making sure you stay down. As you lie, crushed and broken on the basement floor, the princess kneels on your throat, with the kind of weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess. As you gasp for air, she eyes you with an intense curiosity.
Would have been fun annoying a tired you. It was... Yesterday was literally an I was tired, I couldn't be bothered to do anything kind of day, and I just sort of turned up and hoped that I'd have the energy, and then the energy didn't come, and I was just sort of sat there like, well, this is a bit shit, I'm gonna go do something else. And that was basically how I ended the stream.
You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart. You had the upper hand, and now look at you.
Is this really the best you could do? Look at you. Completely broken. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed.
She applies more pressure, slowly squeezing what's left of your life out of your lungs.
Fucking hell.
This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Rip. The tower. Ooh. I think this is new.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You know, Baldy, Jesus Christ.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
She's going to
Again?
kill me again.
People don't die twice. You haven't even met the princess, and I hardly think she'd be capable of killing someone as skilled and courageous as yourself. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. What does it matter what he knows? There's nothing we can do to
Why is
stop
the
her.
broken back?
She's just going to kill us again.
Not the broken.
She is not
Such
going
a
to kill you
buzzkill.
unless you let her. But slaying the princess and saving the world is going to be much more difficult than it has to be if you spend the whole time second-guessing yourself.
Alright, let's just proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do every... We might as well just pledge ourselves to her. Stop pretending we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us.
She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us.
Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge? I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic.
What a Debbie Downer.
You're being annoying.
You're being annoying.
Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included. I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her, but if he's telling the truth, we shouldn't just hand her the world on a silver platter. Rescue her? Given the stakes of the situation, there isn't really a difference between rescuing her and pledging yourself to her. Either would be terrible. So please try to ignore both of those knuckleheads and focus on saving the world. Let's not make this harder than it has to be. If that's what you want, I guess I don't have a say here.
Feels weird going from like 10, but yeah. Honestly, it's nice to only have 3. Having the 10 voices was insane.
The interior of the cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
What the fuck?
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Why isn't he mentioning the mirror?
Why do we feel so small? We don't feel small. We are small.
I didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
Because there isn't a mirror. There's the altar, the blade sitting on the altar, and the door to
It's
the
like the pillar you
basement.
built.
There's
Oh,
nothing
hell
else
yeah.
in here.
Oh, should I be
There's
careful when climbing the ladder
definitely a
then? Is it going to fall over?
There isn't. Who cares if there's a mirror? We're all going to die anyway. And I'm sure that if we looked in
My
there,
god.
we'd just see something sad and miserable looking back at us. We don't need any reminders of what we are. It would only make things worse. For the last time, you're not going to die unless you let it happen. And luckily for you, there isn't a mirror, so no one needs to worry about confronting a grisly visage any time in the near future. Though, for what it's worth, if there were a mirror, I'm sure that you wouldn't find anything sad or miserable in it looking back at you. You probably look perfectly normal.
You probably look perfectly normal.
Do you not know how we look? He knows. He just doesn't have the heart to tell us.
Oof. I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am.
Please don't. I'd rather the princess kill us again than see how dreadful we are.
He's such a pessimist.
I care less about what we look like and more about whether we're being lied to. If he's willing to lie about something as innocuous as a mirror, what else is he hiding from us?
Built it to withstand abuse.
I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless?
Good to know.
What could it even do?
Let's approach the mirror.
Walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
Why does he so fervently doubt that we can see a mirror? Like, who's to say we aren't seeing one? I think we're seeing a mirror.
This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin.
Well, now I don't.
I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
We should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left unseen.
Right. Now, do I take the blade or do I just go down? I mean, based on the previous results, I think having the blade would mean that I can save myself. But also, I feel like not having the blade would make things interesting. Just go down.
No blade
Okay.
this time. Yeah. Maybe she'll be more receptive if we're unarmed.
Blade, no blade. It doesn't matter.
Broken, could you stop? My god, man.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense
Majority have been
drifts
with
up
the
from
blade.
below.
Maybe.
For a
Yeah.
moment, you almost feel at ease.
This is actually kind of nice.
It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
I don't know. A stone basement could be really
A
nice.
booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
That sounds bad.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time. You shouldn't have come down here unarmed.
Yeah, I'm starting to think the same thing, narrator.
We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her. Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago, you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there. It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess. Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next.
Oh
Soon the
shit,
end
we
comes
are
into
small.
view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond. The princess towers over you, almost glowing in the weak starlight.
Oh.
A figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall. The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
Oh dear.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants. I see your hands are empty. You've already given up, haven't you? You aren't even going to try and kill me. How sweet.
Yeah, I think we're fucked.
And more than a little disappointing.
She's
Hmm.
disappointed in us?
I
Neil,
guess so. Oh, okay. No.
But the words don't
Oh.
leave your mouth. Instead, your legs buckle and your knees hit the floor.
That's
Oh,
my
God.
good little bird. Now,
Oh my
why
god.
don't we talk?
God, this would be a fucking heaven for any bottoms out there. Oh dear. This was definitely the bunny scene, you remember?
The last time we met, you tried to kill me. And yet here you are again. This time groveling at my feet. What a wretched sight.
Jesus.
What draws you back here beyond the empty halls of death? Speak.
The last time we met? I suppose that lends credence to our conversation in the woods. Still, whatever you do, don't tell her why you're here. It's best not to give her any ideas.
No. I won't tell you.
You will.
Just do it already. It will feel so much better to do as she says.
My God, Broken, please. Remain silent.
Do you think holding shut your beak is enough to stop me from prying it open? Do you think your skull can save your thoughts from being seen?
Can she do that? There's nothing she can't do.
There's no way.
Confused, meek, a chorus of submissive indecision. Is that why you came to me unarmed? It doesn't matter. All of it is easily brushed aside. And there it is. I am destined to end the world.
Oh dear.
Something about that thought wraps itself around my heart. It feels like a fundamental truth to my being that I'd somehow forgotten.
I don't like this. This is bad. I should have had the knife.
The old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new. And the world
Not that it
as
would have
is
done
now
anything.
is overdue for alterations. It's time for me to seize my destiny.
Ugh.
And you, little bird, will help me seize it.
She's inevitable. There's nothing else for us to do but help her.
I am inevitable. Fuck. Expecting a Thanos snap anytime now. What would you have me do? What do you have planned?
All you have to do is break these chains and set me free.
If you're so powerful, can't you just break the chains yourself?
Don't be rude. Of course she can.
Do a nice little knife inspection before death.
It's not rude to question someone who's apparently trying to end the world.
Do a little nice flip from out of Counter-Strike or something.
That's exactly why it's rude. We should know our place.
I can, easily. But that isn't what I want to do. The story of a terrible and bountiful god unbounded of her own will is no story at all. It's not worthy of everything I am, or everything I'm bound to become. It isn't even worthy of what I was. The
God, we still
destruction
kneeling.
and genesis that's to follow in my wake is deserving of a song that can echo for eternity.
I think she's bad news,
The
guys.
song of you, being so struck by my glory, so overwhelmed by what I am, that you feel you must deliver me into the world.
Sounds like a bad
And
time.
from your act of utter devotion and submission springs a new dawn, a better dawn. Submit now, submit later. It makes no difference. Because in the end, no matter how vainly you struggle against me, my will triumphs over yours.
That's not good. Just because you're supposed to end the world doesn't mean you actually have to do it. You can be whatever you want to be.
This isn't about desire. This is about what I am. And I have little interest in discussing destiny with one that cannot see the divine truth
I got
that
the odds.
shines in my heart.
Well, that's upsetting. I have questions for you before I decide to do
Know
anything.
the limits of your privilege, little bird. There's an empty place at my side for you to fill, if you'll have it. But it is not a place for an equal. It is a place for something worthy to be kept. A priest, perhaps, or a pet.
I won't take part in this. I'm yours to command.
Your will was so easily broken. And that magnificent.
It seemed like the more fun option.
All you need to do now is break my chains.
If this is what you want, then I guess there's not much else for me to say.
No, you can't just give in to her. Not when the stakes are so high. Not when you're so close. I won't let you do this.
I mean, she's kind of hot though.
There's still something in the way. A greasy film inside of you where it doesn't belong. Trying to conceal you from me. Is that a person? No, it used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
Is she talking about you?
Yeah,
That's impossible.
I don't see
She's
that
not
happening,
supposed to interact with
Baldy.
me.
You're a small one, aren't you? A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
No. What are you talking about? I'm just...
I don't care what you are. You're mine.
Oh God!
Rise, my little bird.
I think she just killed the narrator.
Without hesitation, you're brought to your feet.
No, she's taking control of him.
Break my chains.
And how are we supposed to do that? We don't even have a weapon. All you need to do is believe it's been done. There's nothing to be sorry about. This is how it was always going to be.
It was a very pathetic scream.
Alright, I'm done with this. I'm just gonna go sit in the corner. Let me know if we get our agency back.
And what if I don't believe? What happens then?
You poor, wretched little thing. You already do believe. You've always believed. All you
So
have to
weird.
do is open the last door to your heart. It's easy. And once you let her in, you'll be safe and free
My God.
forever. Please don't do this.
I have no choice.
Her chains shatter, and the cuff falls from her wrist. She is loose, and the end is upon us.
What a good disciple you are. Come, it's time for us to leave.
What happens
Nothing.
now?
And then, everything.
Okay. Oh my God. The achievement for that one, I'd just like to read it out. Your obedient servant, pledge your loyalty to your better. But you did not take her hand, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared. This is the end for you, but it is not the end for me.
What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now. This is what we all deserve, isn't it?
Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've unraveled. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You are at the cabin.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there?
Is that a rhetorical question? Do you know? Do you want to tell me?
Rhetorical. I am not rhetorical. I have only known these spaces, and I have known flickers of the lives you've brought me, short and violent and full of passion. But all of those flickers end where the long quiet begins. I'm asking you because I cannot know your mind. Do you know what we'll find out there?
There's trees and stars, and there are people, I think. At least there are supposed to be people.
There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last.
Do you think anything's real out there? Do you think we're real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
Do you have thoughts on this vessel?
This one is dominance, a figure capable of bending everything to her will. She will make for an overwhelming heart. Do not mourn her, for she would not be able to mourn you.
She has an army. Well, I have a Hulk. Do you know what's going to happen when you awaken?
If I did, I would already be awake.
Fair enough. When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one?
No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
He does, but I don't know why. But I don't know this for a fact. He does. I don't know why, but I know this for a fact.
I am on the cusp of my awakening. Perhaps you are on the cusp of yours.
Fucking hell, Baldy, Jesus. How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
One. Whatever you bring me next will be enough. And then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular. A final multitude.
This stream might be quite short. Yes, final run. You know we're going to fight when this is over. Do you really want me to bring you the last vessel?
We may fight, and we may not. But not all fights end in destruction, just as not all conversations end in peace. Even if you destroy me, it will have been worth it to finally know what I am, and to have had the chance to know you.
If this is the last time, is there anything you would like me to bring you?
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
If this is the last stage before your completion, then I'm not going back. I'm just gonna stay here.
You've already tried waiting, but I understand if you need more time. I'll wait with you.
Wait.
I will see you when you return.
What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage? You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
Oh. I don't know if that was intentional or if the game genuinely just crashed.
You have returned to me. Though you were gone mere moments, I never left your side.
I guess it was deliberate. I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
Everything goes dark and you die.
You're on a path in the woods. Don't mention it.
I'm just going to skip through things this time. Love games that force quit your game. Yeah. As part of the story, I like it. Right, we're going to go down without the blade.
The door to the...
I'm here to save
How many
you.
times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it...
I'll see what I can do.
You're only making this more difficult.
I will save her!
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing.
Now, it told me I can't get the same ending more than once, so going down the same path as the first time when I got the love ending
You walk up to the chains
will presumably get
binding
me a
the
different
princess
ending.
to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Damn it. I'm getting Discord notifications.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs.
Let's see. Oh, okay. Oh, that's weird.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chain
God's
somewhere
sake.
in the cabin.
Multi. I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around somewhere up there. And if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free.
Okay. I'll be here.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Down to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much...
God, there's so much that is just repeating. I was expecting something different, but it might just all be the same. Chops off our hand, yep.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high.
And then we warn her.
Stop that.
Oh, I can't resist this time. So this will be where it changes, because I have no choice but to slay the princess.
Thank you.
There's no getting through to you right now. is there? A betrayal of will is still a betrayal.
Short
You'll
man?
regret thinking of me as a helpless damsel.
Emma, I'm half a foot taller than you.
She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm. But you have a weapon. You raise the blade, digging it under her ribs, aiming directly for the heart.
I'm 6 foot. What do you mean? God damn it, Emma. Let's see what clip we get this time. Mm-hmm. Oh my god. Digging it under her ribs, I mean directly for her heart.
It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease.
Jesus.
You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you. She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness, dress stained in red as her blood and yours both seep into the fabric. If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it will kill her before she can reach the outside world. It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Rip. The witch. Ooh.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Yeah, they said witch, not... I'm just kidding, you're not a bitch.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, no.
Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Brilliant. We need to keep our cards close to our chest, and I'm not sure we can trust him. You know I can hear you.
The opportunist, I like
It's
it.
harder than you think to keep secrets from me. Did I say I'm not sure we can trust him? Slip of the tongue, bit of the old brain fog. I meant to say that we should probably head over to the cabin and slay that princess. We already know we can't trust her, so let's get on with the show.
Yeah, I guess so. Let's go to the cabin.
Warning, before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to
The
stop
model.
you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Yeah, I saw that account get banned on Shuby's thing, and I was like, yeah, I don't want them here either.
Don't worry. You can trust us to get the job done.
Anytime.
The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by
Sent his
accident,
friends to
just
witch hunt
happens
you.
to resemble a room. The floor
Crazy
is
shit.
damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
God, I'm really trying to move my hair out of the way because it's sort of covering my ears and it's making me feel all itchy. He was telling them we'd been friends for years. What the fuck? The gaslighting's insane. We should probably take the blade. Well, do I want to take the blade? Nah, we'll go without.
Blade.
Fuck it.
Hope you know what you're getting us into. It'll always be here if we need it. Sure, that was also true last time and we still died, but we definitely know what we're doing this time.
Yep. We definitely know what we're doing this time.
The door to the basement creaks open.
Nah, we don't need the
revealing
blade.
A staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw, waiting to swallow you up into the earth. The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Imagine trying to cheat, getting to be friends with Emma for years. People like me who have been friends with Emma for 7 years put the time in. Oh dear. Yeah, you've been friends with Emma for so long, haven't you, Baldy? You've known her longer than I have.
Her voice skitters up from below.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared.
2018.
I probably won't bite.
I'm not nasty.
But you are. You're a wretched little thing.
Well, that's rude.
I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
She must have you confused with someone else. She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation.
Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation.
You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions? Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess.
But endlessly debating about what to do with the princess is more fun than slaying the princess.
Fine. You're the boss. Thank you.
Oh my god, she
Descend
looks
the
like a
basement
wild animal.
steps,
She's got a
entering the
tail.
dark room below. You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the
What?
thick roots.
And there you are, once again seeming to offer a helping hand while likely hiding the other behind your back. Fine, I'll play along for now. What do you want?
You made a comment back in the woods about having been here before. Now she's acting like the two of you already know each other. Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you?
Yes, we have.
That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it. So, you really don't remember us, do you? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true.
Good, thank you.
I'm just glad we could put all this behind us.
Ha!
Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her.
Why am I bald again? Oh man. There are so many more toggles now, and you just made me baldy. Oh, okay. Yeah, nice. And my nose. Okay. What the fuck is happening?
Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy.
My god. Now my ears look really out of place.
Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
She's doing that little cat face.
Ooh,
I'm sorry about last
smart.
time.
Let's apologize, get us back on the right foot.
Oh, you're sorry. Isn't that nice? You're such a gracious little monster.
She says with her beast feet, her tail.
If you're sorry, then let me out of here. Prove it.
I get the sense you're not happy with me.
Is that a joke? Do you think a joke will charm my trust back? You'll have to try harder than that.
Kind of hopeful. I died last time. If you didn't, you didn't. If anyone shouldn't be trusted here, it's you.
You were the one who tried to kill me when my back was turned. You were the one who started all of this. Only a poor loser twists their own failures around on the winner.
Look, I know. Things got messy last time, but I think there's something bigger at work. We should team up.
I suppose you didn't come into my hovel of your own accord, did you? All right. I suppose I could team up. I need a way out after all, and unfortunately you're the only one I have.
Seems to me like she's offering a mutually beneficial arrangement. We should take it.
I think so
Do you know
too.
what the word mutually means? Because it sounds to me like she's offering an arrangement that benefits her and her alone.
I don't know. Sounds good to me. I didn't bring my blade out. I didn't bring my blade down, remember? How am I supposed to get you out of those chains?
Oh, I don't need you to cut me out.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist.
Wow. What's even the
Could've got
point?
those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest.
My god.
This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop her.
With what? Why do I have a nagging feeling you're going to stab me in the back if I help you out of here?
And why would I do such a thing? Is someone's guilty conscience getting to them?
A little bit.
But I wouldn't worry. As much as I may hate you, letting you live is in my best interests. If you get me out of here, the only thing that will be dead and buried is the bad blood between us.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
That nagging feeling you mentioned is me, by the way. I'm actually a little anxious about a potential backstabbing event. She needs
Well-
us to get out of here. We'll be fine if that's what we decide to do. You won't be fine because destruction is in her nature. If she gets out of here, that's it for the world, remember? Even if that's true, that doesn't automatically mean she's going to stab us in the back. I think that depends on your definition of words like stab and in the back. She might not literally do that, but you could very well symbolically do the same thing.
I don't know what you mean. I think it'll be fine.
See? He gets it. There's nothing wrong with looking out for number one.
I'm going to leave with the princess. Okay, let's leave.
Yes, let's.
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face. She never breaks eye contact, even as the two of you find yourselves face to face.
Oh, she's got even pointed ears now.
She's silent for a long moment, as if testing to see what you'll do now that she's within arm's reach.
After you, darling. You're the one that lets come and go. It's best if I follow.
Oh
It
no,
lets
we
come and
can't have
go.
that. If anyone is going to turn their back on anyone else, she's going to turn her back on us. It shouldn't matter who leads and who follows. We're working together here. Well, if it doesn't
good
matter,
point.
then she can go first. We may be in this together, but that doesn't mean we have to trust her.
Yeah, but she doesn't trust us either.
Somebody has to go first, and it might as well be us. We're the ones who broke her trust last time.
Exactly.
You're talking a lot about trusting someone who, by her very definition, cannot be trusted. I don't know how many more warnings I have to dole out, but if you help her out of here, you're going to regret it.
The narrator's like, this is a farcical argument. It doesn't matter who trusts who. She's going to kill everyone. I'll step onto the stairs.
That's right. You're the one who's going first. Don't worry, I'll be right behind you watching every single thing you do.
That's exactly what I'm worried about.
It'll be
You step
fine.
onto the stairs and begin your ascent from the basement. The princess follows close on your heels, perhaps even a little closer than you'd like. You're only saying that because you want us to feel nervous. I do want those things, but I want them for a good reason. I don't need you to trust me for my sake, because I already know that I'm right. This is for you. Can we walk backwards up the stairs? I think that's the smarter idea. She can't sneak in and attack if we're facing her.
That's actually a good point.
No. The stairs are a bunch of overgrown roots. You'll trip and hurt yourself.
Also a good point.
But the princess is silent as you both continue the climb, and in no time at all, the upstairs of the cabin is within reach. Isn't that a relief? We're fine. Nothing happened. You're not even going to wait until you're through that door to proudly claim your victory, are you? Why did you just say that? I think we know why.
I think we know
Something dig
why.
into your shoulder, sharp and piercing. The princess clawing at you and pulling you down with her full weight. Together you tumble back down the uneven stairs, your body and hers crashing against the unyielding wooden roots, until finally you both separate with a bone-shaking thud against the basement floor. You feel something pop. The princess lands against the
Oh
far
dear.
wall, gasping as she struggles to recover from the impact. You're still in shock, trying to get a hold of yourself. She grins as you continue to remain exactly where you are, cackling derisively as she watches you realize that you won't be getting up.
She's paralyzed us by throwing us back down the stairs.
Wait, why won't we be getting up? I'm afraid your back is broken. One unlucky fall is all it takes, really, and you had several.
God
You know
damn it.
what? I'll say it. That sucks. I don't like having a broken back.
For real. I don't like having a broken back. It kind of sucks.
You were going to help her. Why? Why did she do that? It's what I would have done. Have you considered not being like that?
You considered not being like
Of course
that.
not. It's what keeps us alive. And yet here we are, paralysed and stuck with someone who hates us in the basement of a remote cabin.
You must have known this was coming. The arrogance of turning your back to me after everything you've done.
Well, we could have gotten out of here if we'd just trusted each other.
Why would I ever trust you? Your hands have spilled my blood. And knowing that, you should never have trusted me either. You should have known I would never walk hand in hand with a loathsome thing like you. By our very natures, only one of us could make it upstairs.
Should have come down here with the knife.
Someone
Should
had
have
to
come
make
down here with
first
the
move.
knife.
Better me.
See, this is why I wanted her to go first. I had this whole little scheme planned, where once she'd passed by the table upstairs, I'd have said, now pick up the blade and stab her in the back.
Well, you could have given us that information beforehand.
And then you'd say something like, wow, that's an amazing idea that I never saw coming. Thanks for looking out for us.
It's all well and good having the element of surprise on her. It's not that handy having the element of surprise on us.
And then you would have done it and we wouldn't be stuck down here with a broken back.
Somehow I feel like things would have gone wrong regardless.
There's just one problem with that. And what's that? She was clearly planning to betray us. And if she was in front of us, she would have gotten to the blade first. Ugh, you're right, aren't you? I
Also
thought
a
this
good
whole
point.
thing was ironclad, but really it was doomed from the start, wasn't it? The princess's body
Little bit.
twitches as she tries to get up. Ho ho ho! So she's not as bad as us.
Something inside me is broken. Isn't that a cruel twist of the knife? Isn't
Ha.
that so?
Twist of the
So
knife.
funny.
I get it. Because we stabbed her last time. Ha! Ha! Wow. Oh. Oh dear. Sorry, I had to go turn on my light. Oh dear. Okay.
She eyes you with intensity, silence falling between you for a long moment as her gaze travels up and down your battered form.
Seems I'm not the only one, though.
Wait,
Hmm.
are we both just stuck here?
So, are you disgusted at me for turning on my light or for laughing at the twist of the knife joke?
Certainly seems that way. What a way to go. But look on the bright side. In all this chaos, you may have actually managed to deliver a lethal wound. The world could be saved after all.
I don't think we delivered anything. I think she delivered it to herself.
We're going to die together. Isn't that a lovely treat? I wonder how long it'll take. Maybe I'll get to watch the worms lick your bones clean.
Or maybe we'll get to watch the worms lick your bones clean. Me turning a light brings you a
Is that
massive
really
amount of
what's going
disgust.
to happen?
But I like having the light. What's wrong with the light?
Hello?
Better for your eyes.
Are you still there? What happens next?
He doesn't respond.
I think he's gone.
Something strange is twisting this place out of shape. I wasn't feeling much of anything, but now I feel cold.
Forgot the sarcasm, yeah. Should have done it's /S for sarcasm, isn't it? As Bunny would put it. But you don't get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. If he thinks it's bad, I'm with him.
If he thinks it's bad, I'm with him. The voices feel small, distant as you approach, gazing to your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You are nothing at all. But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze and then you see it. A figure, faint and veiled in shadow, just beyond the reflection. Are you
I think you
me?
know what I am.
A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass into two. Then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. You don't get the voices, they remember the princess and what happens, but forget the mirror. I think they get... Well, the idea is that after you speak to the princess construct in this place, she erases your memory. And that erases the memory from the other yous as well. The shards of you inside. So they forget because of that. Because I think they just share your memories, and you remember what happened on the previous run, but you're not supposed to remember what happens between runs. If you get what I mean. between paths, I suppose. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever get to see you.
The narrator, yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all, an objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
What are you? Are you something like me?
Oh, I'm nothing like you. I'm an echo, likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
Others like you. You said something like that before. Has every narrator really been different?
Of course. That is by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon, and then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
Do you have anything to say for yourself? For all the hubris?
I do. People out there are real. No matter what you do to them, no matter what you enable, I want you to remember that.
After everything you've done to us, do you think anyone deserves to live?
Nobody alive has done anything to you. I'm all gone. But if you and the princess want to smite the rest of them for the crimes of a dead man, if you really want to be that petty, there isn't much I can do to stop you.
Does it hurt when pieces of you break off like that?
It doesn't hurt. I don't feel pain. Not physically.
Had to feed Fat Ass again. Gotta love making sure that Ziggy's well fed. I'm sorry, I don't want to destroy you. Will it help if I look away or stop asking questions?
We've already crossed the point of no return. There's no saving me now. Not that there's ever been much of me to save.
So, about the looping. So many of the times I met you, you denied it as even being a possibility. Why did you lie to me?
Any other version of me you talked to was just that, a version of me. It wasn't me. As to why they lied...
Are you a pretty princess, Baldy? Hello, sorry, I'm Baldu.
Perhaps they thought that admitting to it would have pushed you to certain realizations that would have made finishing your task impossible. Maybe they were just in denial. I'm sure many of them were convinced that they had to be the first version of them you'd encountered. Anything else would have been too existentially unpleasant. For all I know, each of those other versions of me could have had entirely different understandings of how this construct works. Who's to say which of them are right and which of them are wrong, really? Except for me, I can tell you for a fact that I'm right. Soon I'll be gone entirely, and you'll be left alone with your final choice. So allow me to make my final request. The princess contains death itself within her, but I wove you into being with all the power you need to destroy her forever. Do it. Slay her, and rid the world of death and suffering.
So his last request is that I kill the princess. Oh, okay. Are you a part of me, or are you something else?
No, I'm not a part of you. But that's all a matter of perspective, isn't it? From one vantage point I must seem wholly foreign, but from another, well, all the versions of me that have existed have collectively heard your every thought and driven your every action. If that isn't being part of you, then what is?
Okie dokie, enjoy your cleaning, Emma. See you in a bit. Thank you for lurking. Thank you for stopping by. Oh. Oh, the decisions to make. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. I still have to see what she thinks about all of this.
I've said my piece, and my time is up. It's like I said, I'm just an echo, and echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
Rest in peace, narrator. As the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with a newfound clarity. Nice pin. You are the Long Quiet, a vast and nascent god, and it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Proceed to the cabin one last time. Bring the witch to her. Fucking hell, we're getting a bunch of achievements. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me.
Good grief.
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
Poor Emma. Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
I'm the Long Quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the Shifting Mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
I mean, you are a mound of princesses, I guess, that's shifting. What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
There's so many stories we've left unfinished. Can we really just leave?
Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end, pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us.
Don't you have a say in all of this? Why is this all falling on me?
Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts. If we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict.
Let's talk this through. I still have so many questions I need answers before, and I need answers before I can make a choice.
My very nature is paradox, as is yours. You cannot use words to grasp at things that are beyond their reach, and you cannot rationalize that which defies logic. But violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
Uh-oh. Oh my god.
You're back in a trick behind mine. We dance, revolving and revolving around each other, but forever stuck in place. We both move, and yet we both don't. For each of us watches the other instead of ourselves. But forever is not forever. I move and you react, and both of us break the other. But broken is only a moment in time.
Oh.
To change is to hold the potential to
It's
rise
her.
above. Would you limit yourself to what you are now? Or would you like to see what you might become tomorrow?
The witch. I won't engage with violence.
But violence has defined the flow of everything between us. Do not deny what we are, and do not color our conflict with fear.
You are nothing. A black hole of self-loathing fed by the matter of your restless thoughts. A dog blind to its leash. But there is no light without the dark. When I proclaimed my godhood and offered you a place at my side, you gladly became the instrument of my new creation. Only with both of us is there a future to look towards. It is hope that carves meaning into being.
It doesn't matter how I feel. Death, suffering, and oblivion shouldn't fall on others. If we are able to transcend death, then we are responsible for those it holds captive.
Their suffering is born of their own delusion.
Oh god. Not this one.
There is almost nothing more terrifying than sharing it with another. But the most terrifying thing of all is to leave one's heart unshared. You are the only thing like me, and I am the only thing like you. Could you bear the weight of an eternity alone? Do you dare to shape a reality of solitude and thrust it on creation?
Suffering born in delusion is still suffering. It doesn't matter what we are now. We hurt each other, and we shouldn't have done that. We cannot let a world be spun out of that pain.
The echo saw horrors because his eyes were closed. The majesty of being extends beyond any single perspective. shiver passes through you as unseen fingers dance across your skin. They remember the violence you inflicted on them, and yet they don't return it. I offer you absolution, and you take my hand in yours. You felt the pain you caused another, and you were willing to sacrifice everything you thought was used to set me free. Without sin, there is no redemption.
Let's try appealing to our shared humanity. You speak about life and death, and change and stagnation, but that isn't what any of this has been about.
Oh, is it not? Perhaps you can enlighten me.
Your letter puts a stake into your body, and another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go? But the stakes meant nothing to you. You had a desire, and you set that desire free. You lifting me, and me lifting you. Forever and ever and ever. Consumed by true belief, there was nothing that could hold us back.
This has always just been about us. Two people forced to hurt each other again and again and again. But we don't have to hurt each other anymore.
You cling to your notion of pain as suffering. There is beauty in ugliness, and love in conflict.
As the clash between you abates, the princess withdraws, trembling.
You are unmovable. Is it by the design of our conflict that I cannot win? Or are you just that fervent in how you cling to delusion? Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
You've done everything you can to make me understand your perspective, but you keep dismissing mine. If you think you can change me, then I must be able to change you.
What I offer you is not perspective. It is truth.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it alone.
Oh wow, we got the voice of the hero back. You have no idea how good it is to hear you.
The times you told me that mirror was going to kill me, I'm genuinely surprised you missed me. But we don't have to get into all that. I'm here now. That's what matters. Seems like you've been doing all right on your own, but she's too many things at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get past all that divine confidence. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
Oh!
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Then let's go.
we are.
Interesting.
I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it? Do you need me to describe things?
uh, I'd like that for old time's sake.
Yeah, of course. The interior of the cabin is, well, it's a cabin, yeah? There isn't much here, just a table and a knife and a door. And some windows. There's no mirror, either. I think you broke it. And I know you're still trying to find some middle ground, but if things go south, we're going to need that blade.
Is it just you and me? Did anyone else make it to the cabin?
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
Is the narrator really gone?
Yeah, it's dead silent in here. Whatever it was that was left of him, I don't think it could handle you waking up to godhood. Pretty sure he got obliterated.
It's funny. After everything he put us through, kind of sad to see him go.
Yeah, it's complicated. He put us through hell, but he's been part of us since the very beginning, hasn't he?
Better take the blade.
That's probably for the best. It's always seemed to give us more options than not.
Into the basement.
The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
I don't know what you want for us.
She sounded just like that. Timid and gentle. Only she didn't know us. And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
What's that knife for? Have you changed your mind? Are you going to kill me? What if we just talk for a bit? Maybe we can figure this out.
Sit with her. Are you the same as you are out there?
I don't feel the same. I feel smaller.
I don't want to be a god.
I don't think I want that either.
I don't want to hurt anyone. There has to be a way out of this.
I don't think there's a way out, but maybe there doesn't have to be an ending. I'm able to do the things you believe me to be able to do. So make me put it all back. Help me fix the Echo's construct and make us both forget. Help me send us back to the beginning, before we woke up, before either of us saw the truth.
Can she really do that? Are you sure that's what you want?
Would resetting it do anything to help them? The people out there? If you continue to exist, don't they continue to die and suffer?
If you can believe this helps them, then it will help them, right?
I don't want to forget you.
I don't want to forget you either. But unless we do this, you'll have to choose, right now, between me and everyone else.
We're gonna find ourselves back here eventually.
And when we do, we'll make the same choice. We'll choose to forget, and we'll reset everything, again.
If we're talking about this right now, how do we know we haven't done this before?
Maybe we have done all of this before. Maybe we're supposed to do this forever.
How do you know things won't end worse? What if when I make my way back here I'm different and I hurt you? What if I kill you? What if I let you bring about the end of everything?
None of that will happen, because you'll still be you, and I'll still be me.
But how do you know that? We'd have to decide to do this for every single time, forever. Eventually something's going to be different.
I know, because it doesn't matter how many times we've hurt each other. I've never stopped caring about you. And if you feel the same, then everything is going to be okay.
This isn't fair. I don't want to be here with you. I don't want to be alone again.
But you won't be alone for long. I'll be right here, waiting for you.
Is there any other way?
I think you brought that knife down here for a reason. It has to be a part of how this ends.
I take it all back. I don't want this. I don't want to kill you. Is it too late to go back to being a god?
It feels like it is. You wouldn't have come here if you were just going to go back.
Fuck! Right. I'm gonna save the game here. Something I've not done, other than that one between streams. And we're gonna save Scum the answers. Because I think this is different endings. Okay then, let's do it. I believe in us.
Okay, if this is your choice, then we're doing it. I guess I'll see you on the other side. She takes the blade from our hand. She raises her gentle eyes to ours, a fondness in her gaze.
I love you.
Everything is going to be okay. I love you too.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
I mean, it's not letting me skip, so...
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
So... Oh, okay. I was wondering how far that was going to take me. Wow. What a game. Takes us back to the cabin if we do that. Well, I suppose that's what it says on the tin. Go through all the credits. Finish the game. The good ending doesn't count. What? Interesting. Let's go back to the main menu. Now, let's load from here. I'm sorry, but I can't do that.
I'm sorry too. So this is what it feels like to actually die. I think this is for the best. I don't know what the world would be like without me. But it can't be that bad if it still has you in it.
My God.
I've always loved you. Don't forget me.
You blink, and the princess is gone. All you have left of her is a small, melancholic weight that sits at the borders of your heart. Whatever action brought you and the princess into being was rough and jagged and left each of you with a piece of the other. By destroying her once and for all, you also destroyed a part of yourself. But the world hasn't ended. Things continue on.
She's gone. And I don't think she's coming back.
Explore. No, she's not. A small part of her is with us.
Is that a metaphor, or are you being literal? It doesn't matter, we don't need to linger down here anymore. Let's get going.
Leave the cabin. You leave the basement behind. Then the stairs. And then you leave the cabin itself.
It's quiet here.
God damn it, Mimi. The path and the woods outside are an empty canvas. But there is even more to see beyond this place. The fruits of your labour. A world free from death. And small face. Okay, nice. Set yourself free. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation, and you feel sensation in limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here is you. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled and bound in agonizing tension to a finite plane. Incredible. Bald and tiny face, much more attractive. What the fuck? That's messed up. You can feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it, but it does not yield.
He's gone. She's gone. No one is left to trap us here but us.
Open your heart and bear witness to your new kingdom. All at once, the unyielding tension gives way. And then the shattering. You are free. And before you lies the endless expanse of an absolute reality. A new absolute reality. One forged by your will, and by a long and arduous cycle of bloodshed that has stained your hands countless times over. But there will be no more bloodshed in this new world.
We didn't forget what you told us. You thought we'd be gone. Thought you could taunt us with death.
Oh my god!
We never left. We've just been quiet, hiding somewhere else. But we don't need to be quiet any longer. We're the house now. We get to make the rules. And I'm not sure you'll like those new rules. You should never make assumptions about things you don't know. Like whether or not the voices in your head will be gone for good. Torturer. And to think I thought we could rely on you. Can't even trust ourselves. This is going to be fun, isn't it? Slaying our beloved and threatening us with damnation. There's no good ending for you.
God!
You all need to lighten up. Telling us we were going to die was funny.
Thank you, Contrarian.
I'm not sure they agree with you. Voices get around. Knives out, boys. It's time to get to work.
Oh my god. I've made enemies of the voices in my head. That also got me an achievement. By the way, I'd like to say 69% of people, nice, have finished the game the getting slayed route. The first way that we ended it. 9.8% have finished it this way. So few people have gone back and finished it in this way. My god. Return to main menu, I guess. And I think that's it. You should be lurking. You need to cry before you stream tonight. Fair enough, Moomy. There are so many here. So many different ways. Angels and demons cut from the same cloth. It's best not to deny a proud being. The end of everything. I've not even seen all of this. My god, there's so many endings. Everything would be so easy if you just do exactly what as I say as quickly as you can. There is so much, my god. Find the prisoner, the beast, the adversary, the stranger. Get her to break her own chains. Always leave a means of easy egress. So... I mean, we've still got a good, what, hour and a half? Maybe a bit more. So what I might do is look up a Slay the Princess guide. And see if there's more that we can have a look. Well, part of it as well is, Baldy, that not everyone who finished the game, or not everyone who bought the game will finish the game. You said tit. Nice. Okay. Okay. Now, ooh. My god, there's a lot here. There is so much. There are so many different options. Hang on, so... My god. There's ending chosen, which people who completed the game by choosing an ending. No, it doesn't. So the Steam achievements, which I think is what you're talking about, is it works based off whether you got to that ending. It's not whether you chose that and that's the only achievement you'll get. You can get all of them. So what it means is 69% of people who have played the game have got that ending, and also 9.8% of people who have played the game have got the other ending. Those 9.8% of people who got the other ending could have also got the first ending. It's not an exclusive thing where you can only have one ending at a time, or you can only have one ending achievement. You can have all of them in theory. I, by the way, have 23 out of 131 achievements, which is insane. What happens if I click continue? Oh, it just takes us back there. Okay. So I can't remember which ones we've done. So we've done... Oh my god. There are so many. It's actually insane. My god. If you see a complete image with a diagram of how this works... This is the diagram of how this works. Of the different endings and the branching paths. Look at how many there are. It's mental. My god. Tis but a few. Yes, indeed. Right, let's see. Which one have we had? Oh my god. What the fuck? Jesus Christ. There is so much. That's overwhelming. So hang on. Yeah, so that's what happened there. I should have done so many more saves. Hang on. So... if we do... Okay. So there is one that we've not done on the Smittens route.
Your
So we're going to go to the cabin. And we don't take the blade. And we do everything we can to save the princess. Okay. I'm here to save you. I'll see what I can do.
You're only making.
I'm going to check
Okay.
upstairs. Maybe there's a key.
You try the door. Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. You
Turn
make your way to the
downstairs.
bottom of the stairs. This
Save the princess.
Fine. No, we won't have any of.
Warn her.
Stop that.
Resist.
The blade.
Okay.
A warning before you go any further.
If only you knew what you did to us, you villain.
Excuse me?
Forget he said anything. But he is a villain. He made our beloved brutally take our life last time. He's trying to keep us apart, but he won't be able to withstand the power of our love.
I fucking love the smitten.
Last time? What are you talking about?
I think he just likes to hear the sound of his own voice. Let's try to ignore him. I do, but I also speak from the heart.
Okay, right. As much as I enjoy loving hearing him, I do. But I also speak from the
interior of
heart.
the cabin is clean and elegant.
Now, we take
You
the
take
blade.
the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Because we've not done this bit.
I suppose if we're to play the role of dashing knight, we need an equally dashing sword. That way she'll know we can defend her from her enemies.
Hopefully it doesn't put her on edge. There's no use arguing over motivations right now. It's good that you took the blade. You'll need it to do your job.
Into the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet.
Okay, I'm with you that we should be doing whatever we can to save her, but saying we're in love is a bit much, don't you think? We don't even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love.
Here we go.
Just remember that her charms are all part of the...
That's right, villain, and you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really
hoped I'd be the first, but
what's
what he's done
is
is
done.
done.
What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time.
Good God, I'm getting swamped with Twitch notifications. So many people going live.
We damned a whole world. But everything reset.
Nothing resets. You're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
Slay the princess.
Blade in hand, you run the princess down.
Wait, no. You barbarian, what do you think you're doing?
You barbarian, what do you think you're doing?
But you ignore the pleas of the foolish little voice and press on. The princess's eyes grow wide with terror as you approach, but she does absolutely nothing to stop you. Your blade pierces her heart, and she collapses pathetically to the ground.
I'm sorry. Did I do something wrong?
Oh my God. And she's apologizing.
No, my love, you did nothing
wrong. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Not you.
I'm going to die now. I think that's what you want.
And just like that, she's dead. And the world is saved. Thank you for seeing this through. I know it must have been difficult.
And just like that, the world is saved. Lady Killer, slay an innocent.
I feel sick.
Yeah.
Sick? You took part in the murder of the fairest creature that's ever lived. And you merely feel sick. I, for one, am absolutely distraught. Grief-stricken. Inconsolable.
My God.
You'll get over it. You just saved everyone.
Goddamn narrator.
Get over it. You smarmy ass. There's nothing in the world worth getting over it for. We might as well just end it all. You raise the blade, aiming the point directly towards your heart. Excuse me? No, you absolutely do not do that. Yeah, let's not make any rash decisions. We should give ourselves a minute, take a deep breath, and...
Smitten has taken the reins.
Rash. The only rash decision we've made was running our cursed blade through her heart.
What?
This is far from rash. This is measured. This is the only thing left for us to do now that she's gone.
The Smitten is something interesting. I'm the one who makes the decisions here, and I say no.
Exactly. You're not doing this. All of you may have previously thought that my passions were too great to stifle, but those were merely passions of joy. My passions of sorrow run deeper than the ocean itself, and you'll find that they are far more unstiflable. Haven't you? Haven't you all? I don't believe this. What? What don't you believe? You plunge the blade into your own heart and collapse to the floor. You can't be serious. Why are you helping him? I'm not. He just made it happen. I'm sorry. That's right. You're all sorry.
My God, he's so
Everything goes
passionate.
dark,
I'm
and you die.
actually kind of stunned by that. I didn't expect that to be what he does.
You're on a path in the woods. You horrid monster. Do you think just because we've returned to the woods you've earned my forgiveness? Our beloved had best be alive and well when we return to the cabin, or you'll never know the end of my wrath.
Also, woods? I'm not seeing many trees. I don't know if that's just me.
She won't be alive and well when we return to that cabin, because she's dead. We killed her.
You killed her, and so I killed you.
And you clearly didn't do a good enough job. I'm still here.
Oh, and I'm still here too.
Hey, Piero.
If you lot get to be blessed with seemingly eternal life, that must mean she's still there, waiting for us to throw ourselves at her feet in remorse.
I doubt it. I think I'm better at killing than you are.
So you've been here before. Of course you've been here before. What count is it this time? 2?
3.
It's our third. What gave it away?
Your open discussions. I couldn't care less what he knows. Every second we stand around arguing in the woods is a second that I'm anxiously worrying about her. Take us to the cabin and take us there now. With each passing moment, our relationship may be damaged even further, though I fear the rift between us may already be permanent.
And if it is permanent, then what? You'll kill us again?
Oh, you just wait and see. My vengeance will echo the depths of my bereavement.
Don't provoke
Okay.
him. I prefer if we didn't die again. I'm not fond of dying.
Oh, you're not fond of dying? I can't imagine why.
Why not? You've already done it twice.
It was unpleasant.
It was only unpleasant because you think it's supposed to be unpleasant. I'll make you feel what I feel if it's the last thing I do. And mark my words, you won't like it when it happens.
Oh, how exciting. I'd love to see you try.
Jesus. Okay.
Can I? Well, I'm not just going to try.
Like,
I'm going to actually do it.
the narrator can't get a word in edgeways.
I'm looking forward to it.
Good. I am too. Can I talk now? Yes, I can. Great. Now that you're listening, let me remind you that if you're here in the woods, it means that the princess is not dead, and that her very existence currently poses a direct threat to the entire world.
Okay. We haven't talked enough about how different this place is. It wasn't different last time.
If this isn't the same path in the woods you're used to, that means that her influence is already spreading and you're running out of time. Wait. But if her influence is spreading, that means there's hope. That means our beloved is waiting up there for us, ready to make amends. Yes,
My
I
God.
already told you that she's alive. Don't mind him. I don't think he's doing too well.
You
Better
reckon?
than any of you. I'm doing great. She's alive.
Influence doesn't require life.
But if things restarted, why wouldn't she be alive?
Who said they restarted? All they've done is changed.
True.
I shan't listen to the vile mutterings of you serpents. Onward! Our living,
Onward!
living princess awaits us.
Okay. Well, I guess we might as well see this through. Let's proceed to the cabin.
I'm sure you've already heard my words of warning in one of your past lives. You've already managed to slay her once, just... don't muck it up this time, alright? Oh, we'll muck it up alright. We'll get our happy ending, even if it damns each and every person who's ever lived.
He's
Whatever
desperate.
You do, don't let him influence a single decision. He's clearly lost it.
He's clearly lost it.
I hate that I'm agreeing with him on anything, but I really don't like being at the whims of someone so unstable.
Yes,
Hmm.
having all those feelings isn't very productive, is it? But we're just passengers here. Why stress over something you can't control?
You're saying that like stress is just something you can turn off.
Voice of the down bad, yeah.
It is. It's easy. Whatever happens, happens.
Are you even alive? What's the point of doing anything if you're not going to feel a single emotion?
I don't know. I just exist. And that's fine with me.
My God, the cold.
This is horribly unproductive. The cabin and your extremely important destiny await.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin feels dry and brittle. Ancient dust-covered wooden beams hold up a crumbling ceiling like mummified ribs. Elegantly carved detail of the
Okay.
stately building preserved in an extended stasis. Everything here has been kept safe and dry and lifeless.
What is happening? The princess is a ghost. The mirror's blocking the door.
But you're not alone. You can feel something watching you. There is a figure faintly outlined against the dusty wood of the far wall. Is that her? Our beloved. So she does live.
Not sure I'd consider that alive.
Doesn't look very alive to me. Before you can make a move, the figure is gone, vanishing behind the door on the far side of the room.
The door that we can't see, by the way.
Door at the end of the room, but there isn't a door. There's a mirror, that's it. A mirror? Is this some kind of joke? Did you all plan this out before dying? There is no mirror. There's the door to the basement, the table, and the pristine blade. Huh.
What table?
That's strange. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade?
Maybe it's gone because we've already killed her with it.
Perhaps it's gone because an oh so deserved guilt has started to worm its way into each and every one of you. Perhaps all of you do feel just as bad as I about what we've done. Though if you felt the oppressive guilt I feel, we would have manifested that weapon directly into our heart.
Uh-huh.
I suppose it doesn't matter why the blade is gone, but you're going to have to find it if you're going to do this right. So why don't you march over to that door and make your way down to the basement?
But there is no door.
As if something as flimsy as a missing door would stop us on our sacred quest. Cross the room, find our way back to her, make things right.
Smitten, there's a mirror in front of us.
You're clearly hallucinating, but I'd rather not get into it with you right now. The door to the basement is on the far side of the room, whether you can see it or not.
I'll approach
You
the
make your way
mirror.
to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You must think you're looking at that mirror you mentioned earlier, the one that doesn't exist. Just reach forward and
The
open
one that doesn't
door.
exist.
It's so hazy. We should try and clean it off. It's
Why
time for
directly?
all of you to see what we've become. Reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. The handle is just a little to your right, and a little
I like the guidance on where the handle is.
So much for our reflection. We didn't need to see ourselves anyway. I'm much more interested in seeing other things.
My god, the cold sounds so
You
creepy.
see, we are too hideous for even a mirror to behold. We can only hope she might still see some good in us. No way
Mhm.
left to go but down.
End of the basement
The
then, I
door to
guess.
the basement creaks open, revealing
Oh, there
an
she is.
antique staircase.
Our beautiful
lit by
undead
weak
wife.
Torchlight. The air here is so stale it practically stands still, as if the very molecules of this place have been fossilized, trapped for eons until your arrival. Even the blaze of the torches can't penetrate the odorless air, as if they'd run out of fuel to burn ages ago, their light still flickering more out of habit than from adhering to a physical reality. A wispy figure watches you from the bottom of the stairs, face veiled in shadow. There she is again. My love. She's just an old memory. Your eyes lock for a brief moment, then she vanishes around the corner.
Let's see. Proceed down the stairs.
As you
I don't
descend
think there's
the
anything to be
final
said.
step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body lying in a heap on the floor, her wrist still bound to the wall by a heavy chain.
Rip in peace.
This cell is a dark and isolated place, with not so much as a window to allow starlight to penetrate the gloom. See? She's dead.
No. What foul trickery is this? How can this be? We just saw her alive and well a moment ago, floating away transparently.
Yeah.
Whatever we saw was a ghost. Thought we were all on the same page.
You would have thought so, wouldn't you?
You try to keep up. Your thoughts are interrupted by the sound of a slamming door and a clicking lock. You turn to see the shade of the princess staring down at you from the top of the stairs, clutching a brightly burning torch.
Hang on, I'm just going to turn the music down a bit, or the voices up, because it seems a bit unbalanced in this section.
She is dead. Have you never heard of a ghost before? Oh, for the love of... Can we not waste time arguing over the semantics of what is
Thank you for
and
the
isn't
hydrate.
dead? She is clearly conscious. She clearly just slammed the door on you, and she clearly has a weapon. Your pristine blade sticking out of her chest. This is extremely bad. Catastrophic, even.
Well, what? I mean, she is dead. Going through your old desk papers and found an old love letter that was actually a stalker. Oh, good. Oh, goody. We love stalker letters. Yay, stalkers.
Yeah, dead or not, what are we supposed to do about her? Slaying or destroying, if we want to be a little more death neutral, seems off the table.
We make amends. She obviously still holds us in her heart. She's bearing a torch for us and everything.
Staring straight up cackling at it. Wow. Not a fan of that person then.
She hasn't said anything.
For obvious reasons, I suppose.
Are you sure she can talk like this?
You came back. I missed you.
I think she can talk like this.
That angelic voice. I missed you too, my beloved.
You sure snapped back to your old self quick.
Yes, seeing her dazzling countenance again has reignited the warmth in my heart.
This is a bad place. We're supposed to be together, but it keeps making us hurt each other.
Wait, hang on. What did he say? I have found it in me to forgive the sins this body has committed. We can have our perfect romance after all.
The torch falls from the princess's hand and bounces down the stairs.
And he took that as if he, oh dear. Yeah, I guess some people take that as a hint. I don't know, it's not good.
It'll be so much better.
Mind you, they take it as a bit more of a hint than a hint.
The skeletal wood of the basement, perfectly dry after uncountable years of desiccation, immediately catches fire.
You had... Oh, okay. Seeing it, oh dear.
She's trying to kill us. A misplaced escalation of her passions, but clearly she still cares for us. I say we burn with her.
I say we burn with her. That reminds me of a Doctor Who episode. Burn with me. He said okay, then sent the letter proclaiming his love for you. My God. That is dedication. You never gave me him your address, and he... Oh dear. Rush to the door.
As you rush up the stairs, the entire cabin erupts into a raging inferno. You ignore the princess, throwing yourself headlong against the door, bashing at it with your clenched fists in a vain attempt at freedom. It's no use. You're stuck here. Your skin starts to bubble.
That's not nice.
As layers of you peel away into raw, seeping burns, you feel a hand on yours.
Oh, that's Florida, man. Oh, yeah.
You turn to see the princess, face bright and smile wide with manic affection. She clutches you close to her
My
chest,
God, she's crazy.
watching with loving eyes as the flames eat you away, bit by bit. The pain is unbearable at first. Every inch of you screams as your flesh is stripped away, your muscles stiffening as they're cooked, your blood boiling in your veins.
This isn't nice.
But it isn't long before the flames take your nerves, and with them, your ability to feel much of anything. See? That wasn't so bad.
It was so bad.
But you'll get used to it.
Oh, shit. I skipped that because I thought the voice line was over. But somehow, the nothing is so much worse.
There are still the feelings of the heart. Those never go away.
Oh, they always do in the end. You just haven't experienced enough. Eventually you'll want them to stop too. You'll make them stop. Trust me.
The cold is
The
so...
princess's
Oh,
smile
God.
never fades. Her skin peels away, and then her muscle, until all you can see is her charring skull, locked in an eternal grin.
This is honestly horrifying.
It's very romantic, really. We got our happy ending after all. We can die happy.
Can we? Good God. But despite your best efforts, you do not die. And she's gone. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her
She's
place.
Where does she go?
We've done all this before.
I'm begging you, don't.
Yes,
Ignore the cowards. You have to look.
Voices feel small, distant as you approach. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. We're going to skip all of this now, because this bit's probably less interesting.
Something
Oh no.
finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Gift of a fragile
Yes.
vessel.
Nerves and fibers
Oh, this is all stuff
to
we've
feel
seen.
the
Oh, it's not.
worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own.
This one is passion betrayed. But even in the end, her love never faded. She will make for a bright heart.
Do not mourn her, for she has finally found her light.
Well, to be honest, I think we've done all of this before. What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit. Bring me more.
Yeah, I've done all of this. Make
She
me forget.
asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
For God's sake, Baldy. Bring the burned grey to her.
You're on a path in the
Right,
woods,
so,
and at the end of that path is a cabin.
next
and in the
path.
basement of that,
I think we are going for Thorn Vessel. I don't think we've done that one. So, oh my God, look at all of the redeems, Jesus. Bald, small face, and got my nose. Man.
don't mention it.
So, we want to take the blade.
You take the blade.
And enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light. in the
No,
room
shit, I
below.
was supposed to not take the blade.
This
Okay.
is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
So we did... Oh, good God. Where do I go from here? Fucking hell. There's so many different endings. Let's try this. Just checking in
Oh.
on you.
It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Okay. What? No way. Why would you even think that?
That giant knife you're holding kind of gives it away, doesn't it?
The
Ew.
blade. Of course she doesn't want to talk. Who'd want to have a conversation at knife point?
Now,
You should drop it.
hesitate. Okay, so
Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster.
let's drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops
Thank
to
you.
the
Maybe
floor
now
with
we can just
unceremonious
talk.
clang. Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak
Yep.
with the princess face to face, unarmed.
How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade.
Hmm.
She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
Okay. Okay, we've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
I'm getting you out of here.
Oh, you have to be kidding me.
The narrator is so unhappy with this decision.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
I'm gonna go check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around up there, somewhere up there. If not, maybe I can at least find something to
I'll
break you
be
free.
here.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Ah, that
Someone
old
else
chestnut.
here? You try
Try
the
the
door,
door.
but it's locked from the outside. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
We'll see about that.
Your
Hey,
shouts
let me
and
out of here.
pleas are met with silence. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Well, I think the narrator locked up the princess. I think that's the idea. Like, we just appear into existence, ready to slay the princess, and the princess appears into existence, ready to be slain.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife.
Yeah.
Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
No, I'm fairly sure I won't, but here we go. Saving the princess.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the
The
princess's
way she
arm,
looks up.
just above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp. and you
Grim.
make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Let's approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
We're gonna warn her.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive.
Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
No.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease.
My God. That's the first time we've had our throat slit, I think.
Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
Okay.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Now, this part branches a lot. So we're going to have to go back through that a few times, I think.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay. Proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie. Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink.
Wink.
Did you just say wink out loud? No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess. The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Bolted to the floor, Jesus.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
And now we take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good idea. Much better to be armed than to go in with blind hope alone.
Enter. Approaching the mirror every
Door to
time
the
gets
basement
boring.
creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
I wonder what visitors she could be referring to. Were we not the first?
Yeah. You'd imagine
You
so.
walk down the stairs
Oh my
and lock
God.
eyes with the princess. She
Look how many
looks up at you,
shackles there are.
the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap.
My God.
Should we be worried about the one around her neck? Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier.
Well, that's a good point.
Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
Yeah,
What an interesting development. Why
kind
don't
of
you
a
have
worry.
seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
So, this route, we're going to kill her. Slay the princess.
This path is already worn by travel and has been seen by one of my many eyes. You cannot walk it again.
Really?
Change your course.
What? I've never done this one. I've literally just been told, don't do this. Okay, I guess I sit with her.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Sure.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
I think I'm just going to leave her, actually. You're not much of a threat to anyone locked up like that. Bye! My intentions? What do you mean?
Yes, your intentions. You have a knife. What are you going to do with it? Why are you here? There isn't a keyhole in these shackles, so I'm afraid my only way out is surgical removal.
Is she forgetting about the shackle on her neck?
I don't think so, unfortunately.
Or does she think she'd survive a beheading? You're right. Maybe she's delusional. All the more reason not to trust her. Unless she really could survive.
Though I suppose you could just be here to kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests.
I've been here before. Am I the only one who remembers that?
Oh? Are we acknowledging that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But yeah, I remember.
I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But yeah, I remember.
So you've already been here. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things. It's complicated things how, exactly? Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion. The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency. A contingency for what? For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just
Interesting.
good luck.
The narrator never reacted this way before.
If you knew this could happen, why didn't you tell us? All of this is incredibly valuable information. It would have changed our actions considerably.
Very true.
I needed you to be in the dark for as long as I could keep you there. It's important. Necessary, even. And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative.
Actually willing to admit why. That's even more interesting. Because last time we didn't get an explanation until we were at the very end of the game. But now he's sort of being a bit more open on this one.
That's pathetic. I never said I wasn't. I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before.
Yeah.
Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that. Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky. so don't waste that luck by messing it up again. All right.
Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark?
The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that.
That's rather hard to accept, I think.
I won't.
Just give it a rest, this isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
I wouldn't call it daydreaming. What happened after I died last time?
Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them. And now you're back.
Is that really all she knows?
It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I guess it's possible
What
she really
are
doesn't know
you?
anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how.
How am I supposed to cut you out? If you didn't notice, your head is in a shackle too.
No. Like I trust you to come any closer with that knife. All you're going to do is hand it to me and watch me work.
But she would have to cut her head off, right? She can't be suggesting that.
She certainly seems confident. Maybe she knows something we don't.
Or maybe you should consider the most likely scenario. She's bluffing so she can disarm you.
And then what? She'll have to come and get me while chained to the wall? Yeah, I think that'll be quite difficult.
Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us.
So, what should we do?
I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons.
Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world. And she might use it to kill you. That doesn't sound great. What about the pros? There are none.
The pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. Whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
That other chain on the wall, who is it for?
I don't know, but you could always try it on. Maybe it'll fit.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
Now, you realise I have as much reason to distrust you as you have to distrust me, right?
I do. So I guess this all comes down to which of us caves first. And it's not going to be me. I'm extremely patient.
It's probably better if we take action anyway. No use trying to wait her out. That's playing to her strengths.
Now I could give her the knife, cut her out on my own, or still just leave. Or the alternative, inspect the shackle. I'm not giving you a
The last time
weapon.
we met, your body tried to kill me. If you take a moment to imagine yourself in my position, I think you'll understand why letting you near me with that thing is untenable. So,
True.
be a good bird and hand it over. And if being nice isn't enough motivation, well, I think you're aware that I'm not afraid to resort to violence. If you come near me with that thing, I will strangle you with these chains.
She doesn't beat around the bush, does she? Yes, it's almost like she's a fundamentally bad person who wishes to inflict pain on others.
You might be onto something there, narrator.
Or it's another bluff.
No hard feelings, of course, but you should be aware of my position.
If you don't give up now, then I have no choice but to slay you.
That attitude is exactly why I don't trust you to get close while you're holding a knife. If that's unacceptable to you, then try me. See what happens.
She sure was quick to threaten you, wasn't she? Stop hesitating already. You know you can't trust her.
Both of them are using the same argument. It's not making it any easier to pick a side.
Very true. You're the one in chains. If anyone should be negotiating here, it's you, not me.
Usually you'd be right, but this isn't exactly a usual situation. I'm not someone you can wait out. We've already been over this. I'm more patient than you'll ever be.
True. Yeah. If you're so immovable, then I'm just going to leave you here. Bye. I think I'm actually just going to leave you here. If you want to leave, I'm going to be the one with the weapon. Deal with it. Cut her out on your own.
Do you think these chains take away my saying things? I said no.
As you move towards the princess, she stands, her chains clinking as she wraps them around her fists. In an instant, they're around your neck, both of you dropping to the ground as she pulls them taut, bracing her body against yours as you struggle uselessly. The metal chains constrict around your windpipe as the princess heaves with a muscled intensity.
Drop the knife or you die.
What is she doing? We weren't trying to attack her. I can see where she might have gotten the wrong idea. She doesn't have much agency here. Would we have trusted her if she walked up to us with a blade again, after what happened between us?
Very true.
How many times did I warn you she's not to be trusted? But while strangulation can be very distracting, she's not armed, and you have your pristine blade. End her before she ends you.
I don't have the option to. I can only drop it.
As your weapon falls pathetically to the floor, the princess releases you from her stranglehold, shoving
The
you
narrator
away
is not
with a
happy.
swift kick. Your hands test the bruised flesh of your neck as you regain your senses, watching with a dazed expression as the princess snatches up the blade.
That wasn't so hard, was it?
She pulls up her hair, smiling slightly, as she raises the blade to her throat.
You can stay right where you are for this next part.
This is horrifying.
What is she doing? She doesn't say another word as she cuts into her own neck. No.
Watch an uneasy silence.
Her eyes stare forward, unblinking, as she saws through skin, veins, cartilage. At last she reaches bone, the blade grinding audibly against her vertebra as it continues to slice its way through her neck.
Welcome back, Moimi. She's slicing her own head off to get out of the shackles that don't have keys.
I'll be damned. She's actually doing your job for you. Why would she do that?
Huh. So that's her play.
So I guess there is head. Oh my god, that is awful.
Killing herself?
She isn't dead yet.
Which, given the circumstances, is quite impressive, to be honest.
Finally, you hear a snap. Her eye twitches. There's an uneasy silence. She remains motionless for a long moment, her twitching eye the only movement in the room, until at last it stops in an unsettling half-wink.
Christ.
Her head twists slowly to the side, flopping to her shoulder, and her neck opens.
Jesus.
The remaining
Thanks for
tissue
the
is not enough to
redeems.
hold the weight of her severed head. It stretches and tears until finally it falls to the floor,
completely free. It bounces a few times before rolling to a stop at your feet.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, what did we do? Can we put it back? Please tell me we can put it back.
I don't think you can put this back.
The princess's eyes stare up at you. Dead.
Congratulations!
My
You saved
God.
the world.
Huh. So I guess that's it. What a way to go. But she is gone, isn't she?
I hate this. Can we just get out of here now, please? Of course, the princess is slain and the world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward.
Now hold on, she's dead. So what's the rush? What's your angle?
I don't have an angle. I'm just looking forward to putting all this behind us. I'm sure you can understand that.
Yeah.
Look, I'm just not ready to put my guard down. It's best to keep sharp.
I should have
She wouldn't
saved
done all
before
that
the
without some
options.
kind of
That was
reason.
stupid.
She's left us with this dangling thread, and I need to know why.
You're just wasting your energy. The danger has passed, and now we can all relax and enjoy your reward.
There is a reason to that, and you will see it soon. We're going to leave the basement.
Fine. But if we're leaving, then we're taking the blade. I feel exposed without it.
That's fair. Given the circumstances, that's fair.
With your work done, you remove the blade from the princess's corpse and make your way back upstairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. You can think of it as sealing yourself off from an unpleasant chapter of your life. It's all uphill from here.
The windows. Do you see that? We used to be able to see the outside world from up here, but now it's just empty. The door. Check the door.
Open the door and claim your
You open
reward.
the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
What a reward that is.
You don't have to act surprised. We could see this vast emptiness through the windows.
But if everything's gone, does that mean we're not gonna get our reward? This is your reward. An eternity of bliss, if you'll have it. And I suggest that you have it.
Oh, I'm sure that you do.
Okay. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
Mm-hmm.
Like hell it is.
That's bullshit. Let us out of here.
What's done is done. And there's no going back now. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days, or months, or years, or even decades.
This...
It's all a wonderful, boring blur.
Decades? No, it can't be decades. We can't go along with this. We can't let him win.
What do you suggest then?
We still have a blade. Let's use it on ourselves and start over.
He's suggesting you kill yourself. You shouldn't kill yourself when you have an eternity of bliss right in front of you.
Is this an eternity of bliss, or are you just telling me that it's an eternity of bliss? I'm going to slay myself.
You goddamn spiteful bastard. Are you really going to turn down immortality itself just to make me lose?
Yes. Yes. Yes, I am.
Why should it matter if we die at this point? Haven't you already gotten what you want?
I don't have to answer that.
I think you do at this point. Like, if you don't answer that, you're... well, we're dying, so...
That's all we needed to hear.
You raise the blade, then drive it into your heart. You collapse to the floor, everything goes dark, and you die. You're a genocidal maniac, you know that, right?
God, the yawns.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Genocidal maniac, I'm sure.
You're on a path in the wood. Chains everywhere. This is different. This is new.
Paranoid.
It's worse, is what it is.
So, I will say, I was looking through the route guide to this game. This is not what it said.
We're finally starting to see reality for what it is. This place is a prison, and she's not the only inmate.
You're acting like reality is this static thing. But this world is constantly changing around us. How can you be so sure that you aren't breathing the prison into existence? That by feeling the walls closing in on you, that's exactly what they do.
We're looking forest, innit?
What a crock of pretentious bullshit. Reality is as solid as the ground beneath our feet. And if we just examine it, if we apply enough scientific rigor, if we think hard enough, we'll find a way out of here for good. Don't you see? We're already making progress. And what if looking at it is enough to make it change? Where does that leave us?
It leaves you exactly where you are right now, and presumably exactly where you've been before.
So, he's just assuming that we've been here before.
I'll spare you my full introduction, since you've clearly already heard it at least once, but I would like to remind you that the people in my world are living, breathing, suffering entities, and not pawns for you to sacrifice in pursuit of some vague truth.
Should we explore how we still have the blade? We've never started with the blade before.
Huh. I hadn't actually noticed.
Holding it's starting to feel natural, isn't it?
Of course it feels natural. We've had it with us every time. We've made it part of us. Don't be weird. It's just a tool, not some mystical object. Though starting with it feels like an indication that we're on the right track.
This is strange. You're not supposed to start with the blade. It says right here that you're supposed to find it at the cabin. Oh well, I suppose that doesn't make much sense anyway. It's better if you start with a weapon, so this is probably for the best.
Yeah, you reckon so? I'm not taking the blade again. Toss your weapon into the woods. I'm done with this. Bye. Turn around and leave. Silently proceed to the cabin. Proceed to the cabin. Are you sure we even need to slay her? She cut her own head off last time.
What? Why would she ever do that? She's not supposed to be suicidal. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. More importantly, if she did cut her own head off, why are you here? You shouldn't have died. You should be enjoying your reward. We killed ourselves, obviously. You were insisting that we were happy, but we knew we weren't. We could see right through you.
Yeah, what he said. We weren't about to be stuck somewhere being fed non-stop bullshit forever. We want answers. We weren't gonna find them in your fake little paradise.
There are no answers to find. If she was dead,
So
then
you
that
say.
was it. That was the solution. All you managed to do was reset the board. And you put the pieces back all wrong while you were at it. This is probably worse for you, if I had to guess.
You reckon so?
So there is a board.
Well, what's done is done and you're here now. There's no use arguing. Just get to the cabin and settle this. Try not to kill yourself this time.
We'll see about that. I'm tossing the weapon into the woods. I'm not taking the blade again.
Are you serious? The blade is your implement. You're going to need it if you want to do things right. We can't toss it. It's the only way we can protect ourselves. It's an extension of us, and we shouldn't go around throwing our pieces away.
Okay.
He's right. Weird, but right.
Weird,
Don't
but
you
right.
dare.
Do it. Toss the
Are
blade.
you even listening to me? Does my opinion count for nothing? We're never getting out of here if you don't listen. I'm intervening. We're not tossing the blade.
What's even the point? I'm in charge, and I say we're tossing the blade. You had your chance last time, and we all saw how that worked out for us.
Too bad. This is a mutiny.
I've been
You
mutinied.
can't just do that. We're not supposed to be able to make our own decisions. What if I stop you? Maybe I can make choices too.
Good luck with that. I've got backup this time, haven't I? Yeah, alliance of convenience. We're not throwing it away. It's important.
Hey, what are you... Are you serious? That's no fair. Let me go.
Sorry, has to be done.
Fine, then I guess we're keeping it. I can't choose either of the other three options. Damn.
Great. Was that so hard? We need to keep our wits sharp.
Yeah, I guess we do.
You've made
Just
the right
like a
choice.
blade.
The blade is the only control we have in this world.
Yes, great. Now, will you get to the cabin already? In case you've forgotten, the princess, the fate of the entire world, etc., etc.
Okay. Onward to the cabin, I
You
guess.
stand at the edge of a cliff. An abyss yawns beneath you, empty and endless.
I don't like this.
The only path forward, a rusted metal bridge. The cabin looms on its far side. I think you already know what waits for you within.
It's like the world itself doesn't want us to reach her.
That's horrifying.
There's nothing to find out here. Time to check in with the missus.
I'm going to pretend you didn't just call her that.
I guess we proceed into the cabin.
Every surface of the cabin is draped in chains. The air filled with the mock birdsong of metallic clinks.
God.
Where there should be walls, you can see only endless ropes of metal, with hooks dangling from their ends. A fitting cage for a monster, destined to end the world. There's nothing for you to do but step forward into the basement. You already have your weapon. Your objective awaits.
And the mirror?
And how are we supposed to get to the basement? I don't see a way down. All I see is a mirror. What mirror? There is no mirror. The only thing of note here is the door to the basement.
It clearly serves some purpose, but what? Is there something about us we're supposed to see? Can it... Or is it a distraction? Something meant to confuse us?
Can we please stop talking about the mirror? I'd rather not spend more time in this room than I have to. It's creepy.
That's very real.
You
Let's
step
approach
out
the mirror.
onto the floor. Or what should have been a floor.
Should have been.
Yes, unfortunately, you realise too late that there is no floor beneath the metal. There is only a loose web of chains suspended
Okay.
over some unseen space. An unseen space that you are now rapidly plummeting through.
That's not good.
Nothing's solid here, is it? It's all just a shifting mass waiting for us to drop our guard.
Your fall is suddenly, painfully halted as rusty chains pull taut against your skin. Their
Oh,
hooks
that's...
digging into your muscle.
Oh, that's good. That's not good.
You find yourself suspended in what appears to be a vast, dark space. The glinting of yet more chains merely hinting at its full dimensions. You dangle a few feet off the bare concrete floor. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favour.
Oh, really?
As your eyes adjust to your new surroundings, you make out a figure standing in the gloom, obscured in shadow. She watches you with the stillness of the grave.
It might just be me, but I think she doesn't have a head.
Easy now. We don't know what sort of situation we're dealing with. We should let her make the first move. Let observation give us an advantage.
Yes, because people always say the element of observation rather than the element of surprise. Why the hell did you cut your head off?
But you are met with only silence, save for the creaks and groans of metal as it sways in the stale air around you. The hooks slowly shift in your skin, the pain coming in waves as you continue to dangle helplessly.
What if the chains don't have to be real? What if they aren't real? They feel plenty real to me. Yeah, it would be nice if we could just tell ourselves the chains aren't lodged in all our joints and they'd magically go away, but I'm afraid that's wishful thinking.
Sometimes you've got to be wishful. You've got to have wishful thinking to, like, get by. I don't know. This is awful. This is genuinely awful.
Maybe wishful thinking is what we need. Maybe they're real, but maybe we can cut through them.
It's worth a try.
Hello?
The princess takes a slow step forward. As she does so, the heavy chains shift, tightening and tearing at your flesh, your joints screaming in agony as the rusted hooks dig deeper. Stars dance in your eyes as the chain wrapped around your neck threatens to choke you. As your vision comes back into focus, your eyes fall on the body of the princess.
Her head's in a
quietly emerging
cage.
from the shadows. The body of the princess is a weird way to describe a person. It's only accurate. The form in front of you is a body, draped in raiments of chains, her head dragging along behind her in an iron cage. The head stares up at you but says nothing, and the chains squeeze ever tighter.
Okay. Let's try to cut myself free, I guess.
Try to move your arm, but the hooks buried deep in your wrist and elbow keep you firmly, painfully in place. You do your best to rotate the knife in your palm, but it only clinks against the metal chain, unable to do so much as leave a scratch.
It's not good.
The body
This is
takes
bad.
another step towards you. The chains around you tightening.
This is very bad.
The hooks boring deeper into your flesh. They constrict dangerously around your throat. You find it harder to breathe.
I don't think she's happy you're here. But what do I know? I'm just a set of eyes and ears. I don't make choices. At least not any that matter.
I don't want to die like this. I don't want to die like this. Somebody do something before she kills us. Please.
Well,
We're stuck here.
we can't swing their
What are any
knife.
of us supposed to do? Reason with her? I don't think she's acting rationally. I think she's lost it.
This was all doomed from the start, wasn't it?
I think you might be right, narrator. Drop the blade.
You're a step ahead of me. That means you finally get it. I'm happy for you. I really am. Everything we witness is just another shade of the same endless cycle. I wake up in chains.
The body steps forward. Your bindings tighten again.
Oh
You
god.
come to me, knife in hand.
I wanted to drop the knife. We should have thrown the knife away at the start. Why?
The body steps forward. The pressure on your limbs is becoming unbearable.
God.
You give me your implement.
Gruesome this is.
See? You already did that one.
You begin to black out.
I cut myself free.
She's not insane, is she? No, she's just right. It's all been the
God.
same. The whole time, it's all been the same. We never had a say.
That's what happened the first time she cut herself free, then the second time she did the same, but with worse consequences. And this time, oh God knows. I
So
didn't
you
want to take the
understand
knife
exactly
with me,
how
I was
unfair
forced
this
to.
all is. Give in with me. None of this is up to us.
My God.
She steps forward yet again, and the chains dig into you, your nerves screaming, your heart pounding, your lungs desperate for air.
I don't think we can hold on to you much longer.
How many times will we have to do this? I'm tired.
This is all getting so predictable,
Christ.
isn't it?
You're falling. The world is spinning. And then you hit the ground. Your body light in a way that is sickeningly wrong. And roll to a stop. The sound of rattling chains and a heavy thud as the rest of what was once you falls to the ground somewhere nearby. You're unable to take action, unable to defend yourself, unable to even look around as the princess's body steps towards you, one slow rhythmic step after another. It stoops down to pick you up. Then, a shadow rises behind the body, the blade glinting.
And now, the cut.
It strikes, and it strikes true. The body drops its cage in pain. They descend on each other in a maelstrom of chains and hooks and feathers and blood, fighting their way deeper into the shadows until all you're left to witness are the sounds of violence.
See? You only ever thought you were in control. Isn't it so much nicer to let go?
What are we supposed to do now?
We watch, just like we've been doing since the beginning.
And so you and the princess watch as your bodies weave in and out of the shadows, performing their lethal dance.
Look at us go. Aren't we beautiful?
Yeah. The movement is gorgeous, primal, uninhibited. Steel crashing against steel and flesh rolling off of flesh.
It's all going to come to a head soon.
Ha! Nice.
Head.
And at last, the climax plays out. Your body, wreathed in chains and shadows, makes its final move. But so does hers. Chain shatters spine and blade pierces heart.
I guess I'll see you next time.
Both hers and yours collapse. Their dance complete. Blood drips from the princess's mouth as she coughs.
It's cold, but that's always been us, hasn't it? Cold isn't bad.
Weird looking budgie. You do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns. No exit remains stuck in the walls of a pattern in a steely cage. Ooh. You approach the mirror. You've grown. Find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You're at the cabin. Approach her.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
Okay. Let's see. What are the options we've got? So, mostly the same ones. Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is a body that convinced herself she was only a set of eyes. She will make for a watchful heart.
Ah.
Do not mourn her. She is now what she wished that she could be.
Okay. See, I've done all of this before, so all the rest of these answers I assume will just be the same. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to load a save. Not like that. Load this one. Let's take the princess's head with us this time.
Ugh, fine. You pick up the princess's severed head, its neck stump still oozing bodily fluids. Then make your way back upstairs to the first floor of the cabin.
Did you see that? I could have sworn she moved.
She didn't. She's dead. But what if she's not? Are you listening to yourself? Do I need to explain to you why decapitation is lethal? The door to your bountiful reward is right in front of you. All you have to do is open it.
Leave the cabin and claim your reward.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is... Wait, no, that's not right.
Well played.
Mm-hmm. Taking heads. Free a prisoner.
This is the end of the world, isn't it? I always thought I'd at least have time to explain myself before I had to watch it happen. It's already... over? Is he gone?
But we're still here. Maybe it wasn't the end of the world after all. Maybe it was just the end of his.
Thanks for carrying me
Hang
up
on.
here. I had to take it on faith that you would know what to do. I'm glad I was right to trust you.
Fuck. I didn't get the achievement for the last one that I brought to her.
So, this is the outside. Maybe it's just my lack of body, but it's colder than I expected.
Gonna have to replay through all of that. But you do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave
She's
when
gone.
he returns.
Where does she go? And is that a...
Well, let's just approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
Interesting. Find yourself in the long quiet once again. Holy shit. Nice work complimenting yourself. Thank you for the raid. Hi raiders, welcome to the stream. How was your stream, Ali? You were playing Valorant. I saw your stream earlier. I thought I'll probably raid into Ali later because she's going to be going for at least a little while. Thank you for the resub, Matty. Much appreciate it. Much appreciated. I'm not a scammer. My God. God, I'm never safe. You're kind of hungry and wanted to make something. Oh, okay, fair enough. Can't blame you there. I'm getting to that point, to be fair. Not too far off. I'm literally just trying to, like, speed through some Slay the Princess endings, and I think I'm probably going to end up having to pick half of them up again on Saturday. I think that's my next planned stream. So, we'll see. But yeah, how is everyone today? Welcome in. Let's proceed to the cabin. Approach
Flickering
her.
lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
See what she says of this vessel.
This one is cold and cynical. She has protected herself when others could not. She will make for a clever heart. Do not mourn her. She doesn't need to be protected any longer.
Interesting. Right, so we'll go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
So abrupt every time. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and load this again because I've missed the achievement for the longer ending that we did just before Ali raided in. So we're going to skip through everything. So
What's done
bullshit, let us out of here.
You
Silently proceed. Proceed.
You step out. You try
Time to get yourself free. Starting to see the walls. You don't have to struggle against something inevitable. You can give in with me. None of this is up to us.
She steps forward yet.
This is nice from a severed head.
And what's wrong with that? It's really not that different from how it's always been. Just watching things play out. It's who we are. Only now, we can be honest with ourselves.
Well, it's got to play all of the sounds. I've done all of this conversation before, so we're just going to go. I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time.
Hooray! Now we've brought the cage to her. Ugh, it's 20 past. I think we're going to call the stream here. And sorry for ending so soon after the raid, but like I've got to go make food. I've got to go get ready for work and everything, so I can't really stick around as much as I'd like to. So what we will do is we're going to raid into Moomy, because Moomy's not done a stream in a solid week or so. So, oh, okay, no, here, there we are. So thank you for watching. I've got my own moderator page up there. Yeah, thank you for stopping by, Baldy, and thank you for the raid, Ali. It's greatly appreciated as always. Yeah, we're going to go off, raid out to Moomy. Moomy's playing some Valorant at the moment. I will be back on... when will I be back? Where are my schedules? There we are. I will be back on Saturday with Black Ops 3 Zombies, probably. But I might change that to Slay the Princess, because I do kind of want to get through the rest of the endings. And then Sunday is supposed to be F1. So, yeah. I might still do that stream at 7 PM. All the other streams have been moved to 8 PM for this week, but the F1 one might be earlier because I'm going to be up all day anyway watching F1. You didn't get... Look, you didn't ask me first. I was always planning to win like half-mast. And like anything else is going to take a lot longer. So, you know. But thank you for the raid. I really appreciate it. Sorry I couldn't stay around for longer. But yeah, go enjoy Moomy's stream. She's playing Valorant at the moment on the map she hates the most, which is the new one. So yeah, have a nice night. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye!